Mrs. Scarr by Elinor Mordaunt. There was only one thing in heaven or earth that Captain John Scarr cared for, and that was his wife. He feared nothing and nobody besides, for he both feared and reverenced her. Not with that fear that a blustering woman may instill into a man as the result of a mere craving for peace, but the fear of a stronger personality, as something exquisite and pure beyond the comprehension of his coarsened mind, the fear which dogs an elderly man who through many experiences in which he is picked away all the fineness and restraint from his victims, as a vulture picks the flesh from the bones of its prey, and reaching the common brute, grown to believe that he had fathomed the entire feminine sex, when he at last encounters a woman of whose heart and body he is for the first time absolutely sure, and yet realizes that there is some elusive quality in her that he has never touched, something subtle and intangible as a perfume, a mist. For years Scarr had been mate of a Yankee hellship, trading from San Francisco round by the Horn to New York with one of the Shanghaied crews, which are usually all that can be picked up on the west coast of America, and probably the experience had brutalized him, for brutal he certainly was, with the hard, swaggering brutality of a handsome animal, possessing nerves of iron and absolutely no conscience of any sort. Leaving the American trade, he had run between Spain and the Philippines, then knocked about the China Sea for a time, got himself into trouble over some affair of opium running in Sydney, in which his character suffered only with the more scrupulous owners, and his pockets not at all. Lastly, at the time of which I write, he was part owner and captain of a cattle boat which ran between the island and Madagascar, an old South Sea whaler, of which the best part of the deck, flush fore and aft, had been built up with wooden stalls for the cattle, wild-eyed, hump-backed creatures, which were as lean and tough as Scarr himself by the time they had reached the island. Scarr and his wife had made their home in Tamatave. The houses there are two-storied, with balconies all round them. The unpaved streets are deep to the knees in sand. The shops, with no frontage, run far back into a dim mystery of dirt and disorder and stench. You may shop by your nose in Tamatave, while there is no knowing what you will buy in your keg of salt butter or barrel of herrings. Things get so easily mixed, and there are all...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?